What's up, Hellions? Welcome to today's video where we're going to be going through the nominations for the Golden Joystick Awards, and I'm actually going to vote. Before we continue, I just want to say that if you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. The best way for you to support me as a content creator. Thank you very much. Let's continue. All right, so I know it's super popular for people to just shit on awards. Like, I really love the award season for some reason. I've always been a fan of the Oscars and the Games Awards on Spike. I really enjoy award season. I know a lot of people think that the winners of a lot of these award shows are not the actual reflection of what people think. They think Avengers should win the Oscar for Best Picture or some shit like that. But I really like award shows, and I'm happy that we're finally getting into award season. This year was kind of weird for video games because of, you know, the whole thing about 2020 and everything being pushed to 2021. So I feel like there's even less games to really choose from this year, but we've had some really good games this year. So I'm excited to see what Golden Joystick thinks are some of the best games that we've seen this year. Now, obviously, I'm going to vote, so I have not played every single game this year. I'm sure you guys haven't played every single game this year. There are going to be lots of games on this list that I have yet to check out, have not played. So don't get mad at me if I don't choose your favorite game over another game that I at least know of or have played this year, because I'm just going to go based on what games I've played this year, what games I've watched played, maybe on Twitch this year, and kind of give my basis of judgment on those factors. So let's hop in and start voting on the Golden Joystick Awards. Let's check out these nominations. PC Game of the Year. Holy shit, we're just jumping right into it. Death Stranding, Crusader Kings 3, Valorant, The Walking Dead, Flight Simulator, Paradise Killer. I've never even heard of that game before. Half-Life Alyx, Hades. I feel like this is going to go for Half-Life Alyx because it was kind of the largest breakthrough in innovation in VR at this point for an actual VR video game title, and it's in the Half-Life kind of franchise. We haven't seen a game in that space in a while, so I feel like it's either going to go to Half-Life Alyx or Hades, honestly. Hades is going to be a big one this year, in my opinion. It seems like this is just dominating that roguelike indie space right now. Everyone's loving it. It's getting great reviews. I'm going to pick just based on the fact that Half-Life Alyx is a Half-Life game and that it was so monumental for VR as a platform. I'm going to go with Half-Life Alyx. All right, next one is Best Audio. I have to say that, honestly, a lot of times the audio doesn't really come through in games. I'm more focused on, like, playing the games. Soundtracks do. I don't necessarily know if audio is going to incorporate the soundtracks or if it's more like sound design, like the different creature sounds and all that, but I'm not really sure. So let's see what they have nominated for it. Streets of Rage 4 has a really good soundtrack, like so good. It's so awesome. Ghost of Tsushima, fantastic audio, definitely in a style that I enjoy. I love the Japanese traditional music. That game was just amazing. Honestly, that might be my game of the year, but we're gonna keep going and see what other people think. Paradise Killer has showed up so much. I don't even know what this game is. I'm going to have to look into it. It's in the first two categories already. That's kind of nuts. Resident Evil 3 was kind of a letdown for people. Call of Duty, whatever. Last of Us Part 2 for sound? Maybe. I mean, I feel like it had some good sound design. I feel like that was the thing that people really liked about it. Half-Life Alyx and Fallen Order. All right, for me, just for like the traditional Japanese like music and sounds and audio and everything that was within Ghost of Tsushima, with even the voice acting was incredible. I'm not sure if this is covering voice acting, but I just thought everything about Ghost of Tsushima was incredible, and I think the music and the sound in the game is incredible as well. So I'm gonna have to go with my game, Ghost of Tsushima. Xbox Game of the Year. All right, this is a weird one because I'm probably not going to have played any of these because I haven't touched my Xbox probably since the beginning of the year. So we will see. We have Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Tell Me Why, Bleeding Edge, never even heard of it, Wasteland 3, Tony Hawk, Minecraft Dungeons. I actually played Yakuza 0. That's weird. Didn't Yakuza 0 come out like years ago? That didn't come out this year. Deep Rock Galactic. I'm going to vote for Ori and Will of the Wisp because I fucking love platformers. I love how beautiful that game is. I love the first game, and as far as I'm concerned, they introduced a more in-depth combat mechanic that made it a little bit more like Hollow Knight, and I think that would really add to the experience of Ori Will of the Wisp, so I'm going to give it to Ori. Best Indie Game. All right, Best Indie Game. Spelunky, Hades, Lair of the Clockwork God, never heard of it, Factorio's old too, isn't it? Didn't Factorio come out years ago too? This is weird. Necro Barista, Kentucky Route Zero, Paradise Killer here again. Damn. I don't even know what it is, but I'm crazy. All right, well, this is an easy one for me. I'm going to give it to Hades. I've loved watching streamers play Hades. It looks fantastic. I really want to get it myself so that I can dive into it. It looks great, and it's getting really awesome reviews all across the board, so I'm going to go for Hades. Best storytelling. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. All right, Kentucky Route Zero, never played. Signs of Sojourner, never played. Hades, I mean, I heard it was good. The Last of Us Part 2. You guys are all going to shit on The Last of Us Part 2, but I really like that game. It's not as good as the first one, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as everyone thinks it is. I binged that game in like 2 days, and I actually really liked it, and I liked the end. I kind of liked everything about it, so I know I'm probably in the minority there, but I liked it. Ghost of Tsushima, again, I liked it. Paradise Killer, again, I can't believe this. All right, so for me, it's between The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima. I think The Last of Us Part 2 did a really good job of kind of pulling at the heartstrings, making you really mad at characters that you love. Like, why do you keep doing this to yourself? Like, you just are so, you're internally, like, it brings up the most emotions out of anything on this list that I've played. And I think, honestly, like, I know I'm gonna get shit for this, but you can take this as discounting my entire opinion of this whole fucking thing. I don't give a shit. I think Last of Us Part 2 is probably the best story on this list of the games that I've played. Obviously, still playing award. Okay, so this is gonna be games that have been out for a while, but lots of people are still playing. Grand Theft Auto Online, I mean, there's too much microtransactions for me to go anywhere near that. I think a lot of people do like it, but they literally put a casino into their online, and the shark card stuff seems really shady. So I'm off that train. Haven't played Apex in a while. Definitely played Minecraft in the last year. Sea of Thieves is a game that they've really been pushing and updating over time, and I think people are really enjoying it now. Final Fantasy 14, haven't dived into that. I've heard the stories are really good, though, and the last expansion was awesome. Pokemon Go, people still play that game? Are you sure about that? Fortnite, of course it's going to be on the list. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Really? PUBG? Okay, I mean, I guess. I'm going to go with Minecraft. I really like Minecraft. It's a game that I never thought I would enjoy until I played it last year for the first time, and I actually really, really like my experience every time I play Minecraft, so I'm going to vote Minecraft. PlayStation Game of the Year. Here we go. All right. Dreams, never played. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I played the shit out of that. That was a really good game. I really like that one. Last of Us Part 2, really solid. I really like that one. Neo 2, never played. Fall Guys, that's weird. I mean, I guess it is a PlayStation exclusive apart from being on PC. Iron Man VR, no, I don't have a PSVR. Spelunky 2, haven't played. And Ghost of Tsushima. This is tough, man. I think overall I enjoyed the game of Ghost of Tsushima more than I enjoyed the overall game experience of The Last of Us Part 2. I do like the story maybe of Last of Us Part 2 more than Ghost of Tsushima's story, but I really like the overall game of Ghost of Tsushima more than I do Last of Us, so I'm going to go for that. Best game expansion. All right, I've definitely not played any of these. Control, Pokemon Sword and Shield, shit games, sorry. Mortal Kombat 11, Final Fantasy 14. I haven't played any of these, dude. I'm going to give this to No Man's Sky because No Man's Sky literally went from the most shit release to one of the best exploration games ever made, in my opinion. So I'm just going to give it to No Man's Sky because they continue to push through the criticism and put out awesome content in that game. And I really respect them for that. So I'm going to go for No Man's Sky. Best multiplayer game. Valorant. The Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope. I guess that is co-op, right? That's strange. That hasn't come out yet either, has it? It comes out at the end of December, right? Weird. Okay. Call of Duty Warzone, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Deep Rock Galactic, Fall Guys, Moving Out, Animal Crossing New Horizons. If the multiplayer components of Animal Crossing New Horizons weren't shit, I would probably choose that one because I had a lot of fun with friends in Animal Crossing. The problem is there's so many like problems with going to other people's islands and it taking forever and having to go through so many prompts and like just having to jump through so many hoops to have a good multiplayer experience in Animal Crossing. It just is hard for me to choose it as like a best multiplayer game. Honestly, I had the most fun in Fall Guys this year. I know it's probably a cliche answer. It's probably what a lot of people are going to choose. But out of all of these, Fall Guys has been so much fun. It came out of nowhere. It's just a simple party game, but it's super, super entertaining. I've never been more mad playing a game than playing Fall Guys either. And for it to evoke that emotion for me and look like a children's game, it's something special. So I'm going to vote for that. Esports Game of the Year. All right. So I don't really follow a lot of esports. The only esports I used to follow were PUBG and Rocket League, but now I really haven't been in the esports realm of anything recently, so I might just have to go with like a tried and true answer here. I know Siege has a good, solid esports realm. I've had a lot of fun watching people play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but I haven't played it myself. I played it once, and it ran like shit on my computer, so I no longer play it. I'm just gonna go CS:GO. I mean, for me, either League of Legends or CS:GO. I'm gonna go CS:GO. It's a tried and true option. I do like watching it every now and again, but I'm not like super into any of these as esports. Best studio, we have Supergiant Games. I think they did Hades, right? I believe. Sucker Punch obviously goes to Tsushima. Naughty Dog, Last of Us 2. I don't know what Media Molecule did. Respawn, Apex Legends, and Titanfall. Paradox, I have no fucking clue. Mediatonic, I think, did Fall Guys, I think, and Infinity Ward, obviously Call of Duty. Oh, I gotta go with Sucker Punch, man. I think Sucker Punch, the way that they took the open world formula and they actually made a solid fucking game that's not boring. Like, for me, a lot of open world games just end up being super boring. They're big worlds, but they don't fill them enough. There's not enough stuff to do from point A to point B. It's just kind of a boring slog of travel. But in that game, it's really not. I enjoyed every single thing about that game. Maybe it's just the setting. Maybe you guys experience the same that I experience in other open world games, but I love that game. So I'm definitely going to give it to Sucker Punch. I think they knocked it out of the fucking park. They made one of the best open world games, I think, that's been made in a while. Mobile Game of the Year. I don't play mobile games. Little Orpheus, Game of Thrones, Tale of Crows. What the fuck? Round Guard, Monsters Expedition. Oh, actually, I watched a friend play a little bit of Monsters Expedition. It seems cute. I mean, it seems pretty basic, but it seems cute. Lego Builders, If Found. All right, so the number one game not on this list that for some reason I don't understand why it isn't is Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact came out on mobile, I believe. I mean, it came out before Little Hope would have come out, so that should be on this list, in my opinion. And it's one of the best games, even I would say, even to come out this year. Genshin Impact. It's fucking amazing. It's like take Breath of the Wild, but change everything that was bad about Breath of the Wild into good, and then that's Genshin Impact. It's like it's so good. So, I guess for this, just because I haven't played a lot of these, I saw a friend of mine play Monsters Expedition and it seemed cute, seemed fun. So I'm gonna go with that one. Most wanted game, Hitman 3. Nah, not really. Is that just for the meme? Most wanted, Hitman. Okay, no pun intended. Kerbal Space Program 2, not for me, dude. I mean, this is some big brain shit. I'm not a big brain gamer, so Kerbal Space Program 2, not for me. The Medium looks cool, but I wouldn't... oh, that's Bloober. Interesting, okay. I mean, the Medium looks cool, but it's not something that I'm, like, super stoked for. Deathloop, again, looks cool, but not, super stoked for that. Resident Evil 8, I'm pretty stoked for Resident Evil 8. I think that's going to be pretty awesome. It looks really good so far. Starfield, we literally know nothing about it. It's coming from Bethesda. It's still going to be on the Creation Engine, which sucks fucking balls. So I'm going to assume that the game is going to be not as great as people are hoping it to be, and so I'm not going to vote for that. Gotham Knights looks good. I mean, you can't put... Holy shit, there are a lot of games on this list. You can't put God of War Ragnarok on here. That's just unfair. I'm going with God of War. God of War anything at this point is definitely my most anticipated game ever. Best gaming hardware. Oh, geez, I don't fucking know. The 3080, the PC. I don't know any of this, you guys. I mean, the 3080 would be the basic choice, but I'm going to go with the Oculus Quest. Nintendo Game of the Year. Nintendo Game of the Year. I swear to God, if Mario 35 is on here, I'm going to both shit my pants and scream very loudly at the same time. Are you guys ready? If it's fucking on here, I'm going to be pissed. Ninjala, Clubhouse Games. Holy shit, Nintendo must have had a really bad year for games. Ninjala and Clubhouse Games. That's what we're starting with? Okay, interesting. Animal Crossing, fantastic. I really liked Animal Crossing. I haven't played Animal Crossing up to New Horizons, and I was sucked into that game so hard for the longest time. I really like that game a lot. Brain Training for Nintendo Switch. Super Mario 3D. I'm back. I had to change my underwear. Okay. Paper Mario, The Origami King. Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Pokemon Sword and Shield. They're so bad. Pokemon Sword and Shield is the worst Pokemon game to come out since Sun and Moon. I think Sun and Moon are probably still worse, but Sword and Shield are trash. This is literally just 3 ports on one game. They just ported games. They didn't even do anything to them. They're just like, let's take our old ass games and release them on the Switch for $60. People will buy it. Ha ha ha. We're Nintendo. We'll make people buy shit that's free online, and then have it nominated for fucking Joystick Award. Like, what the hell? Super Mario 35. This is at least something interesting. It's like a battle royale with Super Mario Bros. That's kind of interesting to me. I haven't really seen much about it apart from the idea of it, so I'm not really gonna go there. Man, I don't even know. It's got to be Animal Crossing for me. It's the one game on this list that I genuinely enjoyed, and I just got sucked in, man. I got so sucked in. It came out at the perfect time, like right when all the shit was hitting, and it was just that game that you could get lost in a world. Everything was so cute. Everything was nice. It was just that hug you needed at the time that it came out, you know? So for me, it's got to be Animal Crossing. Best visual design. Ooh. Half-Life Alyx, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Spiritfarer, Final Fantasy VII Remake is fucking beautiful, dude. Ghost of Tsushima, beautiful game. Ori and the Will of the Wisp, beautiful game. Hades, beautiful game. Last of Us Part 2. Last of Us Part 2, I mean, graphically, it was probably top of the line right now. I don't know if there's a better looking game out there than The Last of Us Part 2 in terms of just sheer graphics. I think for me, the setting is just too dreary for me to give it like best visuals. It's just too depressing. The visuals are. So for me, it would have to be like Ori, which is just gorgeous, or Ghost of Tsushima, which every time you crest over a landscape in Ghost of Tsushima and you get this crazy view, it's just beautiful. The Final Fantasy remake was kind of the same way as Last of Us. It was kind of more of a dreary setting. It was beautiful, though. Had great graphics. I think I have to go with Ghost of Tsushima. I think I have to go with Ghost of Tsushima, honestly. It's just beautiful. The game all the way around is just gorgeous. Best gaming community. Interesting. Okay, Dreams. Is Dreams like a game where you make a game within a game, I think, or something like that? I don't really know. I haven't played it before, so no idea. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Best community, Fortnite. Okay. Yeah, if you're like 8. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Yeah, I think they had a pretty good community. There was a lot of like trading characters and people letting other people come to their islands to get the bells at a high price and stuff like that. It seemed like everyone really wanted to facilitate other people's progress in the game, which is really positive, and I actually really like that about it. Sea of Thieves. Does it, though? I mean, they had that whole thing with Summit, where Summit was just destroying people in Sea of Thieves, and then these other streamers were like, why are you playing our game, Summit? We're small streamers, and we hate big streamers, and we don't want you to play our game and grief us and all this stuff. And it was a mess. It was a mess on social media. I don't remember if that was this year or last year, but I wouldn't give it to Sea of Thieves, honestly. Fall Guys is toxic as fuck. There's no way I would give it to Fall Guys, dude. There's so many cheaters. There's so many people griefing. It is not what I would say a great gaming community. It's fun to play, but between the griefing and the cheating, it's kind of out of hand. Minecraft, sure. I mean, Minecraft, you kind of create your own community, so it kind of is however your friends are, right? Like you make a world and your friends are your community. So yeah, I mean, you can create really great communities in Minecraft. Final Fantasy 14. Warframe has a great community. That's 100%. I haven't played the game in a long time, mostly for a meme because my mod keeps asking me to play it, and it started to get really annoying, so I just basically said that I'm never going to play it again. But, man, I don't know. I guess I'll go with Warframe. I think they really do have a very positive community. Best family game, Fall Guys. Fuck off with this 3D All-Stars bullshit. I'm sick of this crap. Why are we nominating this crap? This is crap. It's literally games that came out 20 years ago. They've done nothing with them except release them on a new console, and it's fucking bullshit. They should not be nominated. Is this just Fall Guys? I'm going to go with Fall Guys. Well, Animal Crossing, though. Maybe Animal Crossing. It's either Animal Crossing or Fall Guys. That's tough, dude. Family game? I got to go with Animal Crossing. It's definitely a great family game. All right, perfect. So to recap, Best Audio, Ghost of Tsushima. Best Gaming Community, Warframe. Best Family Game, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Best Game Expansion, No Man's Sky Origins. Best Gaming Hardware, Oculus Quest. Best Indie Game, Hades. Best Multiplayer Game, Fall Guys. Best Storytelling, Last of Us Part 2. Best Visual Design, Ghost of Tsushima. Esports Game of the Year, CSGO. Mobile Game of the Year, A Monster's Expedition. Nintendo Game of the Year, Animal Crossing New Horizons. PC Game of the Year, Half-Life Alyx. PlayStation Game of the Year, Ghost of Tsushima. Still Playing Minecraft. Studio of the Year, Sucker Punch. Xbox Game of the Year, Ori and Will of the Wisps. Most Wanted Game, God of War Ragnarok. And that is my votes for the Golden Joystick Awards. Please post in the comments below what I got right, what I got wrong, what your votes for all of the sections of the Golden Joystick Awards will be. I appreciate you guys being here. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Thanks for watching the video. See you on the next one.